Boy, I think Recon is like Flintstone vitamins, guys. You can't live a day without one. Welcome. It's Tuesday, the 28th, and we have a scenario for you that each one of you have had multiple times. And if you have it, you're going to have it. And we want to help you get not only the first appointment, which we're not going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about the second appointment. Maybe somebody calls on one of your listings or a listing and wants a showing. Now, here's the scenario, guys. You're going to meet them there. We're not talking about the conversation in the driveway, signing the loyalty agreement. They've done that for this home. They haven't done a pinky promise to marry you for life. And this is the scenario. Transitioning for another appointment. You just finished showing with the buyers you met for the very first time, and they don't like the home you show them. And they want to thank you so much. They're courteous, they're decent. They're not Freddy Krueger type people. And they want to thank you. They're ready to leave. What's your hook? How do you get them interested in a second appointment? Any questions on that? We've already, the cadre is ready to role play. So put your name in the chat and let's work on this, because this will help you get second dates. So who's running the control tower?
I got it today. Welcome everyone. So today up first, we have Ellie with Don.
All right, Don.
Ellie.
Yes. What's your feedback about this home?
No, it's a nice house, but it's not for us. But yeah, thanks.
All right, you're very, very welcome. It was a nice meeting you and your wife. And I have a question for you. What will make this home to be the one that's ideal for you? What it takes that this home will be the ideal for you?
It's not what we thought. The pictures are not what we thought. It's not close, but it's nice meeting you, and we appreciate you taking the time to show it to us. Have a good day.
Okay. Can I ask a couple of questions before I let you go?
Well, sure.
Are you barricading him in the house?
Not really.
If you have a pit bull, bring him with you.
Hey, let me, I'm going to throw a flag. You asked a question on what would it take to make this house the right house. Do you really give a crap about that house?
No.
Right. So
Yes.
what would be a better question?
So when would you like to go to see the one that might be the
No.
one
Here,
for
let
you?
me help you. So when I call and get agents, like let's say Kelly shows one of my listings, because we sell in the same area, and I call Kelly to get feedback. The only thing I care about from Kelly is, what did your clients not like about the house?
Okay.
Okay. And that's the only tidbit I'm going to give you. We'll call time on that one, but we don't care about the house. So let's go on to the next one. Who's next?
Next, we have Frank.
Yeah. Who's next?
Frank with myself.
The other thing, if you go down the road she's going down, how many of you thought in your mind, you're trying to sell me the house? That makes them run faster away from you. Also, one more thing I want you to notice, and this is a little hint, a little crumb, Matt. Notice they're on the way out, and she's like, have you ever tried to chase the Slinky downstairs and it's going down the steps?
Right. Yeah.
She was chasing the Slinky.
Yeah. They're not 1 foot out the door. They're 3 feet out the door. If it's, like, and I mean, like, 1 foot, physically speaking, with their foot, they're 3 feet. Like, they've got all their feet and then some out the door. And hold on, wait. They're in their car driving down the driveway.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, there's a little subliminal hint. Who's up?
Next, we have Frank with me.
Oh, this should be fun.
Hey, Frank, really appreciate you showing us this house, but
Sure,
we're not really interested.
and I get it. And actually, usually the first house isn't the right house. And the grade that you gave it as we went through the questions on it, you're not going to buy a house that's a 3. You're just not. The reason I asked all those questions is to get a better handle on what you're looking for. Now, if you choose to look at your next house with me, we're going to do the same thing, except when we walk in, after we get done, I'm going to ask you, if you only had 2 choices to buy today, the house we're in now and that last house, If you said the last house, then we're just going to move on to the next one. And each time we're going to get a little bit more knowledge on what you're looking for. In fact, what I have now, I'd like to go back and see what I can find that I think might better fit your needs. How does that sound?
Hey, Frank, we're here just from out of town visiting some family. We have some other business we're doing, but we appreciate your
Sure.
time.
Do you want me to start looking for things that might fit your needs?
No, I think we're good. Appreciate it though.
Okay, what are you going to do are you still looking to buy here?
We're playing around with it, possibly.
Okay, so you're not sure if you want to buy here.
No, we're from the north, and we're thinking about a Florida vacation home, but we're just toying around with it. But appreciate your time though.
I totally get that.
Time. Wow. Interesting, Frank. Matt?
I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, as you know, we don't do a lot of unpeeling the onion up front because we want it to build. Sometime around halfway through the call, we'll start doing it. But I'll give you a little hint. This is even taught in the infamous bold class from Diana Kokoska 15 years ago. Now, Frank picked up on one thing that was kind of cool. He referred to a conversation he had before they said, "Thanks so much, we're leaving." So in your mind, you can make that up. And if you had that conversation, here's your hint. What did you learn in that conversation? Because as you show the home, quit talking about the home and start talking about the why, their motivation. If you begin that conversation with 1 foot out the door as you're running down the stairs looking for the Slinky. Is that good, Matt?
Yeah, we'll go with that. The reason why I struggle to give feedback on the last role play, guys, just because sometimes I wonder how we get to certain places in a conversation. Like it doesn't make sense. How did we get here? And that's Denny isolated that really well. It's like, well, why are we even here? Like, what is the purpose of this? Versus, hey, because you're grasping at straws when you're like, hey, can I send you some properties? Can I send you some would you like me to set it? It's like you're dangling a shiny object in front of them, but it's perfect analogy, and then we'll move on. Has anybody watched the original Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser?
Oh, that was terrible.
Oh my gosh, it was terrible. But Benny, when confronted with the mummy, the first time he sees the mummy, he's got all the danglies around his neck, and it's all the different religions he prays to. And he starts praying to each and individual religion and hoping that God will save him. Which one of them? That's what you were doing when you're like, well, can I send you some search? Well, that didn't work. What about this? We need to focus on them more than this home or the next home. What is going on with them? All right,
Okay,
that's
good
all.
job. Kelly.
All right, next we have Michelle Lewis going with Don.
Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate you showing us the house.
Oh, obviously, Don, we can rule this house out. I can tell just based
Oh,
on
yeah.
just based on our interaction here today.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, what did you not like about this house?
Well, it's not in, where should I start? Where do you want me to start?
Wow, we're completely in left field, and I've only watched the Tampa Bay Rays with my husband a few times, but I know when when we're in left field. What did you like about this home?
Well, we called you because we like the front yard, and we saw just one picture of it. It looked nice, but it's not for us. But thank you.
Okay. And Don, I don't want to beat a horse here, but I was just curious, what are your goals while you're here looking at property today?
Well, we're just down here for a little bit, and it's not that nice a day out, and we thought, yeah, let's look at that house we drove by the other day.
Okay, so are you all locally here or are you out of town?
No, we're from out of town.
Okay, well, when do you plan on leaving, Don?
Time.
Thursday.
You want me to go?
Oh, you're right. You're got the flags today. I'm obedient. You know me.
All right. So just like when a buyer calls in and they ask about a property, um, as quickly as possible, I try to get to the, hey, I'm interested to know more about your situation. What's prompting the search? Okay, and then, well, how long you guys been looking? What's got you looking in this area? So it since this is kind of like the first meeting, the first showing that, this is a buyer lead, and it sounds like we didn't have a whole lot of precursory conversation. I think I used the word correctly. Please don't castigate me if I didn't. We didn't have a lot of precursory conversation to this. Let's now say, hey, I get it. They say, I hate the home, right? Great. Me too. Let's get off the home. I'd like to know more about you. Love to know more about your situation. What's prompting the search? How long you guys been looking? And here's what I used to do. My father-in-law told me the hot keys, like, when you touch something hot and you go, oh, well, hey, how long you guys been looking? Been looking for 6 months or a year. Whoa. Really? What's prevented you from getting a home up till now? And that's the conversation we want to have. Denny?
Yeah, so it's about halfway through. We're about halfway through. Here's the wisdom I want to give you. All of these questions, not all, but for example, Michelle, you asked 2 questions about the home. I gave the flag to Matt today, but if I'd had a flag in my pocket, I'd have thrown it. And then the third question you asked about your goals, which was a much better question than the other 2. So just like Frank was selling himself, you're talking about the home. You got to be talking about them. So I'm going to give you a DeLorean with a flux capacitor, and no longer are they at the end of the showing walking out the door. This is during the showing. What questions are you asking? Because here's the hint. You've got to be looking for the hot button. You should be asking these questions during the showing, not pointing out the bird baths. Although I love bird baths, you should be talking to them. Now this conversation will take place as they come in, okay? And this is going to be 90 seconds of your conversation, and it doesn't have to be the greeting. But sometime during the showing, you are Sherlock Holmes. You're looking for, and going back to the mummy, you're looking for the right little thing to go around your neck that would get you date number 2. Am I being clear, you guys?
Yep. Yeah. Guy, I say this to whenever I was a buyer's agent, I would say this all the time to my clients. Guys, you don't need me to show you this home. Homes show themselves. So come on in, take a look around. Let me know what questions you have. Guess what that does? That immediately takes all the pressure off of me. And now I can just walk around and have a conversation with them as they look around. Do that.
So let's have that conversation, Kelly. Who's up?
Next we have Jose up with me.
This should be fun.
Kelly, what do you think of the house thus far?
It's a nice house, but it's not for us.
Yeah, I get that feeling. Tell me what's prompting you to move? What's prompting the move?
Well, we're looking for a vacation home. We're moving from the north. Got family down here.
Got it. And how long are you here for?
We're here for a few days.
Okay. How soon do you plan to, or how soon would you like to make the move?
We're just toying around with the idea right now. Something we want to do in our future, but we're just toying around with it. Saw this house online and figured we come check it out.
How often are you online checking houses in this area?
Zillow, man, like 220 million times a day.
Okay, got it. And what's special about this area in particular?
Well, we're close. We like Florida, and we're close enough, but yet far enough away from family in this area.
Okay. Outside of showing the houses, because the houses show themselves, how can I best assist you since I'm boots on the ground, Kelly?
You've done a great job today. I really appreciate your help, man.
Okay. How else can I continue to do a good job for you while you're
Can I throw a
back
flag?
home?
Yeah, I was about ready to, but I didn't have any.
It's because I love you, Jose, and I want you to have the highest caliber conversations you can have. He said you're trying to convert him, and he gave you a diamond to
Two.
yeah. Well, I
Two
picked up
diamonds.
on at least one. But the one that I picked up on was they're just kind of kicking around buying. And then you're trying to convert him to how you can help him. Well, so here, these aren't the perfect words, so don't write them down, everybody. But if they say, hey, we're just kind of playing with the idea of buying. Okay, so what circumstances would have to exist for you to move from just playing around with buying to you being ready to buy a home in this area or buying a home, period? Then you can work to see if it's worth converting. Denny?
All right. So a couple of different things. Jose, move. You said move twice. He never said move. They're not moving. Buying a home is not moving.
Mm-hmm.
There's number one. Number two, anybody pick up on a motivational key? Who picked up on the word family? He said it twice. That would have been a path to drill down a little bit. Not too close, not too far.
Mm-hmm.
Next, he said, yeah, I spend bazillion hours on Zillow. Wait a minute. Somebody casually looking doesn't spend all this time on that website anyway. They don't spend all that time on Zillow. Why would they be looking? Case in point, I had a role play really fast. I'll do this in 30 seconds or less with my author of my book on the second rewrite. And we were going through this scenario and role playing. They said, yeah, I've been looking for the last, probably eight or 10 months. I said, wow, and you're not finding what you're looking for? No. And she even commented. I said, well, man, you know why? You're looking for what everybody else is looking for, and you're standing in the wrong line. Now, I didn't answer that. I just let it hang. What do you mean the wrong line? Well, you're looking for a ruby on the sidewalk on Main Street. You're not going to find a ruby on the sidewalk on Main Street, but I know where they are. And you guys should hire someone to help you find the ruby. You see where I went? I discovered that she's looking for something. She's not been able to find it. Why? She's looking in the wrong spot. She's in the wrong line. Now that can create some whoa, now you're talking about what their frustration is, not what your need is.
Right. What's in it for them?
Next,
we have Carlos with Don.
All right, Don, after looking at this home, if 10 being the best and 1 being the worst, what would you rate it on?
It's not your listing, right?
It is my listing, actually.
Oh, well.
You can be brutally honest. I need to give the
it,
sellers good feedback, right?
Okay. Well, it's a negative number. It's not going to serve us at all, but thank you for showing it to us and scratching the itch.
Yeah, I appreciate you being straightforward and honest. Don, if I may be a little bit more candid with you, what was your plan or what were you hoping to see in this house before coming in here? What was your plan?
Well, we drove by it the other day and thought, yeah, before we go, let's take a quick look at it.
I appreciate that. Don, may I ask you, at what stage of buying process are you right now?
Oh, we're
I'm gonna pause just for a second. If I had that question on it, that's an open-ended question. I understand why you want to open it, but I wouldn't know how to answer that. Is it? I like the 1 to 10. You did the 1 to 10. 1 meaning you just started. 10 means if you found the right home today, you'd buy it. Where are you? But how would you answer that question?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
The tee up there, the better. So they always say there's no such thing as a bad question. I disagree in real estate when we are on the asking side. The tee up there would be, well, how long have you been looking?
Mm-hmm.
Then you can work into the motive type questions that you asked. So how long have you been looking? Great. And on a scale of 1 to 10, depending on how they answer, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being you need a home tomorrow and 1 being you don't care if you buy in the next century, where are you at?
You mind me if I go a little bit first?
Sure.
Now, when you listen, there was an opportunity. They walked in, they called you, they wanted to see this house. They had to see it online, most likely, or they looked it up, maybe saw the sign, looked it up online. It was nothing like they expected. So I'm thinking there's the opportunity. Wow, if it is like a negative number, do you think maybe that's happened again? Why did they look at the home, want to see it be so bad?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, well, wow. I mean, did you find something attractive about it, and then all of a sudden there's something missing? Has that happened before? Don't you find that a little bit frustrating that you spend the time and have somebody else to show you something you actually have negative interest in? That's the road I'm going to go down. Well, how would you like to save a bunch of time and not have that happen? How would you like to have a gatekeeper? Remember, it's not about me, it's about helping them. How would you like to have somebody look at the houses before you waste the time to see something you don't like? I saw that as an opportunity, Matt.
Yeah, well, what you did, and if they do use the words of "it's not what we were expecting," well, what were you expecting when you saw it online? And then go in the same vein, the same path as what Denny did. Has it happened before? How many times? Oh, really? You guys have been looking for a while, and you've done a lot. You've seen a lot like this. Can I make a friendly recommendation? Then you go down you're in the wrong line. You're not seeing the right things. The things that you're looking for are selling before you get there. Blah, 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 blah.
You got to remember, you're standing in the wrong line. That is the quote of the day. Who likes to stand in the wrong line? I like the priority line.
Right.
Free drinks, free appetizers. They rub your corns while you're flying. That's what I like. Who's
right.
That?
You go to Sam Seltzer Steakhouse, and you're not going to get pizza. So get out of the wrong restaurant or the wrong line.
All right, next we have Ellie. She's got round 2 here because she went first today, so she's up with me.
Let me give you a hint, Ellie. This is during the showing. What's your conversation? Not at the doors or as they're walking to their car, okay?
Okay. During the showing. So, okay, Kelly, so I understand it seems like you don't like this house. What would you make it like? Can you tell me more about what you didn't like about the house?
You're making it about the house. Forget the house.
Okay.
What has you looking today? What brings you to my open house today? What
All right,
call on this
yeah.
one? What prompted you to choose this area to take a look in?
Okay. So Kelly, tell me how did you choose this area and this particular house?
Well, we're down here for a couple days from the north. We're looking at a vacation home so we can get closer to family.
Is this your first vacation home that you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay. And when would you like to be done with the buy? Sorry.
Did you hear family?
No?
They said, yeah, I'm down here with family and I'm looking for a vacation. Well, tell me about your family. Yeah, my daughter's, we're expecting our first grandchild. Pay dirt.
All right. So, what exactly your family and you are looking for in the next vacation home?
Well, we're just wanting to get closer to family. We're moving down from the north, and
okay.
We're just taking a few days to kind of go through the process.
Okay. And how long have you been looking for to be
We've
close
been
to your family here?
off and on whenever we visit here.
Okay. So, what make it like this move to be okay?
How often do you come down?
Yeah, well, I want to know what about your family? Is it
right? But
that's a question I would dig, Matt.
I agree. I'm going somewhere with how often do you come down? Yeah, well, how often do you come down? What does your family like to do when they get here? And so I'm more interested. So, but I was saying that because you're already going down that path. You got to figure out a way to get back to the premise. Remember, what is this about? Family vacation home. Family vacation home. And they're from the north. Okay, how often do you come down? How often were you looking to come down if you got a place? Tell me more about your family.
But the issue is the family, here's how I understood it. Now that maybe we have clarity. This is going back to the conversation we had before you were on. The family lives here. They want to have a vacation home to be close to family.
The family, yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So I missed that piece. Where are they at? Tell me about your family. Where do they live now?
Okay. Kelly, tell me more about your family. Where are they living now?
Well, they're in this area. They're about 20 minutes from where we're at right now. So I think that's far enough away to be safe.
Same, that's funny. All right. So, and how often are you coming to this area to look for houses?
It's stop. I can't take it anymore. It's not look for houses.
Right. How often do you like to visit with your family?
Yes. Is your family excited about you coming? Or so you want to be with, 20 minutes away?
Right.
Is that kind of the area you're looking?
Right. How far away do you
Right.
want to be from them?
If you have the Interstate 75 to take or a country road that has all the signs that say See Rock City, take the interstate.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
their hot button.
Ellie, he's saying take the fastest destination to get to where you want to go. And that is the family in this case. So where are they at now? Oh, they're in Nokomis. How far away from Nokomis and your family did you want to be? Oh, we'd be okay being in Longboat Key. Okay, gotcha. Well, what's the furthest away you'd like to be from the family? And
And as a sales part, I specialize in this area. They know what. Have you seen the new community over here? Did you know about this new 55 and older? Blah blah blah. Now you're rubbing their back where it hurts. Or
right. What do you guys? And when you go 7 layers deep, as Gene Ubaldini used to say, or I think it was Gene that said that. But when you go multiple layers deep in the conversation, it's like, well, what do you and your family like to do when you're here? What makes every trip the best trip? How do you make these trips unforgettable? What do you guys like to do when you're here? Then you're getting to the what is this about? Again, nowhere in there did I say anything about a home? No. Don't care about the home.
Right.
Stop selling homes and help sell people.
There's a question in the chat that's worth taking on. At what point do you present a disclosure form? Well, first of all, they signed a form to come in. All right. And pre-approval, I mean, if you're on a first date and you start talking about prenups, most likely you're not going to get a second date. We're focused on their needs right now, and you guys are better equipped to meet their needs than most of maybe every other agent in your marketplace. You're doing them a favor if they hire you, but you've got to make them attracted to you first. And laying legal paperwork in front of them isn't the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense, you guys?
Yep.
Roses and chocolate, man. Roses and chocolate. We got time for one more.
All right, our last one here is going to be Robert with Don.
Robert is so tender.
So tender. So Don, tell me, what's motivating your search today?
Well, we saw this house the other day driving by, and we figured we'll just take a look at it.
Okay. So tell me more. I mean, you drove by it and thought you should take a look at it. But I mean, why would you be looking in the first place?
Oh, well, we're here once a year or so.
Okay.
Just want to know a little bit more about the area.
And what brings you down here once a year?
A family.
Okay, very good. And is your family here close?
Where are they? Better question. Just a better question. Keep going.
Where is your family located?
A couple miles away.
Okay. And is that close enough? Is that too close?
Yeah, it's a general area. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And so when you're down here with your family, what do you guys like to do when you're down here?
Well, we go to the beach. We we get away from our regular life, and we just thinking before we go, let's take a look at a house or two.
Okay. And so you come down once a year. If you bought a home down here, do you think you'd come down more often?
Rob, more than likely. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And so, if have you been looking at homes for a long time? I mean, you come once a year. Have you looked at a lot of homes while you're here?
No. This is the first time we actually went through a house because we're entertaining that idea down the road someday.
Okay. Okay, very good. Very good. And so, what
We're top of the hour. Go ahead, Matt.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Good.
Very good.
Echo. It's okay.
Always.
So some of the people I mentor that get on my mastermind that I host all day, every day, and when I unmute myself and I'm making my calls, they remind me that I say very good or I say brother or hun a lot, which I do. So anyway, so when you're Robert, you were on the right path. So out of everybody that role played today, Robert was really he took the advice and got on the right path. Then it's about adjusting the volume on, or the not the volume, the amplifier. It's adjusting the amplifier to get to the right setting. So changing the words and the questions. So when they, how long have you been looking? How often do you come down? Where's your family at? Okay, how far would you like to be from your family if you were to get a place? I always like to do that when I'm not certain if they are buying. Well, if you were to get a place, how far would you like to be? Because then that takes you out of the sales side of it. It's not, well, if we could help you buy a home, where would you like it to be? No. If you were to get a place, where would you like it to be? What would be the furthest from what was being? Now, this is where you can ask a close-ended question. If you were to get a place, was being close to your family important to you? That you need to know that. But you were on the right path, Denny.
Yeah, well, it's top of the hour, and this is a little bit of a different role play, but we're trying to give you mastery level conversation skills, not just handling objections. This is taking control of the situation. And what I want you to remember when you're showing a home, you want to be, most likely they're not going to buy the first one they see, and you want to be there for the second date. And the way you do it, you ask questions about why they're looking. You're not selling the home, you're not selling them. Look for the crumbs that they drop and attempt to exploit them. Remember, you want to sell them an idea. They need to get into the right line. They need to have someone helping them, a good agent. Don't have anybody helping you that's looking in the Nokomis area. I specialize here. How would you like some help from someone who lives here? All right, you got to remember that. And if you wait till they have the foot out the door, it may just be a little bit too late.
Mm-hmm.
On the first date, the ladies have a secret person at the bar, and they have a signal like, get me out of here. They probably have already hit the signal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for being on. We will have our role play tomorrow.